One other note about uninsured coverage. I think it's especially important for people who are self-employed. I had a case for a guy who was driving his truck one day, and a lady like blew a stop sign, pulled out right in front of him. He was driving a big heavy truck with some like equipment and a trailer behind him, and his choice was like hit her going like 60 miles an hour or take a ditch. And he saved her life. He took this ditch, and he had a fracture in his back because of it. And he had a lawn maintenance business, but he was a one-man band. He was the only guy working in the business. And he built up a great customer base over like 20 years of excellent service. But all of a sudden, he's at a place where he can't work. He can't like take care of his customers. So not only does he have no income coming in, he also had to hire someone else to service all of his customers or risk losing this business he'd worked for 20 years. And that case is very stark for me because when I first talked to my client, I asked him what kind of coverage he had, and on that work truck, he didn't have a whole lot of, he was mistaken. He didn't initially know that he had $1 million of uninsured, underinsured coverage. So like I spent that was like on a Friday, and I spent all weekend thinking about this guy. And I called his agent Monday morning. I learned that he had a lot more coverage and he was going to be okay. But the lady who pulled out in front of him had minimum coverage, and he had, we ended up getting a great settlement for him, and we made him whole and everything, and he's back to doing what he loves. But that story is, I think for people who are self-employed, especially if you work in your own business, like what if you weren't able to do that for 4 or 6 months? You gotta protect your business through that kind of coverage.